Hi, I'm Dr. Steve Lippett at Chiropractic Generation, where our mission is to save lives by inspiring families to empower and revitalize their health through encouragement, empowerment, and hope. So today we're going to talk about interference with our health and two major types of interference, either nerve interference or lifestyle interference, both of which is essential to minimize or eliminate if we want to live 100 healthy years as we continue to age. So nerve interference is basically when we have the connection from our brain and spinal cord interrupted or disconnected. So here's your brain, here's your spinal cord. For us to be healthy for 100 years or beyond, this must flow freely, not just through down in the spinal cord, but literally to all the different organs and tissues of the body. When it flows freely, it's a very smooth process. When there's nerve interference, the process is interrupted and the signals get staticky in the middle and are very inefficient. Lifestyle stresses are examples of those would be either physical, chemical, or emotional stresses that overwhelm our body's ability to adapt. Physical stresses could be postural problems, it could be car accidents, it could be wearing a purse on one shoulder. Even the birth process itself can have a lot of physical stress that would affect our health. Chemical lifestyle stresses might be our nutrition, medications we take, pollution in the air, those types of things which impact our body's chemistry. And naturally, emotional stresses will deal with relationships between family members, between coworkers, or even habits like worrying over and over and over about things. Those types of things can cause different emotional stresses which will affect our ability to be healthy. So those are real key areas to focus on minimizing the interference from, so that we have our human potential expressing at its best. Now sometimes these stresses are really big ones. Those are the sudden massive stresses, and they're the easy ones to find out. That would be akin to the car accident, the slip or the fall, or even the shoveling that may have hurt someone. Or a chemical stress like, a chemical burn, or eating something that we knew had gone bad that our body couldn't adapt to. The other types of stress, though, are a little trickier because they're gradual over time. So for instance, nerve irritation can exist without pain, which means that there can be pressure on a person's spinal cord that they're not even aware of. But within 2 weeks of that pressure being there, scar tissue will start to develop and the tissues will start to degenerate. And those 2 weeks can add up over a lifetime. Similarly, chemical stresses. Maybe there's, one pop or one soda an evening, or even one alcohol drink in an evening might not be enough to kill somebody. But over time, the effects of repeated stresses in that area can lead to a lot of damage in different parts of our bodies. So those are the subtle cumulative stresses that build up over time. Whether they're a cumulative stress or whether they're a sudden massive stress that affects us, or a level of interference that interferes with our health, either one of those at some point could lead to a lethal interference, whether that was within the nerves or our lifestyle. So for instance, someone who ate poorly over their lifetime and maybe had a diet high in fat that was creating damage to their heart and their blood vessels, eventually those cumulative effects that happen gradually would become a lethal interference to their health and very difficult to reverse. Similarly with arthritis, that's a perfect example of nerve interference in the body that has been left for so long and so gradual that literally the joints and tissues around what protects those nerves starts to degenerate and deteriorate, causing permanent damage that's very difficult to reverse, especially as we age into our later years. So understanding these key concepts of nerve interference, being aware of them as you interrelate with the people around you and the life that you choose to live, is really important, because that awareness allows you to consciously make different choices that will empower you and have a fantastic quality of life as you continue to age for 100 healthy years. If you have concerns or questions that you want me to address, please let me know, or even just leave some feedback of what you thought of today's video, and if it was helpful or not, and we'd love to hear from you. So thanks. Have a great day.